Excellencies, distinguished representatives, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the United Nations and the Division for Social Policy and Development that I have the honor to lead here at the Department of Economic and Social Affairs of the United Nations, I would like to thank G3ICT and its partners for coordinating this important event. Today, we live in a hyper-connected world. ICTs have great potential to improve the quality of life, for example, in accessing education and health, and provide new employment opportunities. For persons with disabilities, ICTs hold many further promises. More persons with disabilities today have access to a mobile phone. The amount of data generated globally is growing rapidly. In a global population of nearly 7 billion people, the number of internet users worldwide has reached more than 2 billion people, and the number of mobile subscriptions is approaching 7 billion, according to the United Nations International Telecommunication Union. With the increasing availability of mobile broadband, we have an opportunity to use the reach of mobile connectivity to empower persons with disabilities with information and knowledge. Despite these achievements, out of approximately 1 billion people with some form of disability, well, many of these are still at risk of being excluded from essential services, social interaction, and information sources that are delivered through ICTs. The importance of extending ICTs to persons with disabilities and the persons with the special needs has become more critical than ever. The United Nations is working to raise awareness and most of all promote knowledge on how to break down these barriers. With the adoption of the Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities in 2006, a new universal legal and policy framework for ICT's accessibility has emerged. As of today, the Convention has been signed by 155 countries, of which 135 have ratified it. Now, talking about the Convention, Article 4, Article 9, 21, and 30 of it define ICT accessibility and mobile communications and state the measures should be put in place to include the identification and elimination of obstacles and barriers to accessibility, and shall apply to information, communication, and other services, including electronic services and emerging services. Assistive technologies should also be promoted to pursuing all forms of ICT accessibility. ICT and mobile accessibility empower people with disabilities and provide opportunities for flexible learning, for sharing information, and for networking with disability advocates in other countries, for facilitating employment and to be self-sufficient, and most importantly, for increasing independence. ICT and mobile accessibility are powerful tools that offer to persons with disabilities new opportunities to compensate for physical and functional limitations, access knowledge by adapting media to their impairments, and enhance social and economic integration. ICTs have a considerable and positive social and economic empowerment effect, particularly in accessing education, healthcare, and improving new employment, as well as socialization opportunities. One of the most innovative ICT tools is social media, which empowers persons with disabilities to be active participants in our world. With the use of social media, people with disabilities are becoming more familiar with global issues and educating themselves. Then they can connect, keep up with the current events, and find opportunities to raise their voices and share their ideas. I believe that we should pay particular attention to 3 dimensions. The first one, ensuring that information infrastructure, including telephony, mobile phones, Emergency services, the internet, and broadcasting are all accessible in order to empower people with disabilities to participate more actively in understanding and managing their own wellness, and thus improving the quality of their lives. The second point, harnessing the power of ICTs to find innovative approaches and solutions for persons with disabilities to build a sustainable future. And third, ensuring that the use of ICTs should be seen as not as an end by itself, but rather as an important means of empowering people with disabilities and a way to achieve international global goals and commitments. I would like to mention a very important international conference on disability and development that my division is preparing for next coming September this year, where heads of states will bring global attention to disability. And the theme of the high-level meeting this year in September will be the way forward and disability inclusive development agenda towards 2015 and beyond. This will be the first time in history the United Nations will be holding a high-level meeting of the General Assembly dedicated to the topic of disability. Would you wish to follow the preparation of this very important meeting? Please visit our website www.unorg.disabilities. Let's set a goal that the 1.1 billion persons with disabilities around the world may all enjoy the full benefits of mobile technologies and their applications and services. It can be done. And I trust that all the expertise gathered at the Enabling Summit can make it happen. I wish you great success in exchanging good practices, promoting innovations, and developing solutions for mobile accessibility among industry, policymakers, and organizations of persons with disabilities. And I thank you so much for your attention and having invited me to share with you my thoughts at your very important meeting.